started because we have a short but mighty program today. So welcome. Thank you so much for being here for Midday Yoga. My name is Katie and I work at the Sacramento Public Library where books are just the beginning. And we are so excited to offer this program to you and to have local yoga instructor Kirsten Johnson with us today. And we'll get to her in just a moment. But first, I wanted to mention a few things. The first is that I'll be monitoring the chat for the duration of the program, so you can feel free to share any comments or questions there. Next is that if you are experiencing any audio related issues, please exit the program and re-enter. Typically, we find that doing this will solve that problem. And also, if you need closed captioning at any point during the program, just click the live transcript button at the bottom of your screen. You'll click that, wait just a moment, and then you'll see that closed captioning pop up and you can follow along. Also, this program is going to be recorded and shared to our YouTube channel, which is under Sacramento Public Library, and it should be there by the end of this week, so you can feel free to check it out, share it out with a friend, or just redo some of the exercises that you'll be doing today. So I'm going to go ahead and send it over to Kirsten. Kirsten, take it away, and please enjoy.
All right. Thank you. Welcome, everyone. So happy to see you here again. Thank you to Sac Library for having me back. This is going to be a half an hour, maybe about 25-minute practice. Everything I'm going to offer is going to be an accessible option for you. So what that means is that it's an invitation for you to pay attention to your breath, to your practice. Some options may work, some may not. So this is this is your permission to do what is best for you. I will be using props and aids along the practice. And I know you got only like 20 minutes and you took your lunch hour to come here. So give yourself this time just to really be right here. And we'll start seated. So wherever you are, maybe even at a desk or outdoors, just come to a comfortable seat. And I'll be talking along the way. So my dog's going to be interrupting the practice this morning and joining us. So, yeah. Oh, dogs. This practice today is dedicated to the full moon. So, I invite you to come into your breath. Just a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale and exhale. Thank you, Lucy. Dogs. And start to breathe in through the nose, maybe settling into your seat, lifting up through the crown, out through the mouth. A big sigh, relief, let it go. And breathe. Starting to connect with where you are, orienting to your moment, and then just letting go with each exhale, letting go of what you have planned for the rest of the day. Maybe just inhaling, being right here. And then as we move throughout the practice, I'm going to invite you to come back to this moment of your breath, to this connection, a full breath in, full breath out. And here comes the dog, life of a dog. Take another few moments just to connect. If you'd like to have a manifestation, an intention, new moons or full moons are a perfect time of the month when the moon energy is at its fullness to invite, using that energy, inviting that into this moment, and whatever you'd like to share or to experience, do that with the next 5 rounds of inhale and exhale. Okay, I know. Go back to your bed. Go back to your bed. Take a full breath here. Open your mouth and let it go. Relax and release. We'll start with some movement, and you may change the orientation of your legs, or you may, if you've been standing all day, want to stand up. So I'll give you the option. Remain seated or stand up. And we'll start to just warm up the neck and the shoulders. Maybe shaking everything all out. And then find in a mountain pose. Your mountain pose can be feet together, feet apart. Remember, there's going to be what option works best for your body right here. As you ground down through the feet, lifting up through the crown, then find yourself taking a full breath here. Inhale, let the arms reach up, and exhale, let them sweep back down. Breathing in this fullness of the moon, this fullness of your breath. Inhale as you lift up. Exhale, open up. Yes, there you go. One more time, just like that. Inhale, breathe. Maybe the head reaches up also. Oh, and exhale. Let it all come down. We'll come into some crescent moons. I'm going to bring my feet together or closer together, if that works. And then inhale, bring both hands all the way up, reach long. Let the left hand reach and grab the right wrist. Come up and over, little crescent moon action right here. And you can move the neck from side to side, look up, look down. Press into that outer leg as you reach over, breathe long, inhale. Open up, breathe through those ribs. Oh, exhale, maybe you come over just a little bit more. Be careful, be mindful. If you have any shoulder compression, maybe you just grab the shoulder and come over like this. One more breath here. Come on, back up, reach long and walk the shoulder blades up. Find some breath here. Find some movement. Oh, yes. Inhale, look up, reach up. Oh, this time, opposite wrist grabs, hold. A slight little lengthening and then coming on over. Yeah, there you go. Find your breath. Breathe in, root down. Open up through the ribs. Oh, exhale out. Soften the shoulder blades and breathe. Remember, this option's also available to you. One more breath here. Root down. Come all the way back up. Inhale. Exhale. Open up. Oh. Breathe in, reach up. This time we're going to open up and come down, bend the knees coming on down. Now move the hips from side to side. We're starting our moon salutations. Since in a full moon, we're going to honor the full moon today. Side to side, find some movement. There you go. And then once you find where you want to stay, maybe you want to widen your stance, maybe you want to drop and sink your sit bones just a little bit further. Open up. Relax the shoulders, lift up through the crown. And then notice if your belly's protruding out like mine is, and maybe coming and bringing a little bit of awareness to the lower abs. There you go, which causes maybe the sit bones to sink down just a little bit more, and then you stay. One more breath here. And breathe on in. Open up. This time we're going to fold forward all the way down. Here's where blocks, if you have blocks, awesome. Go grab some blocks or books or anything you can choose. Or if you want to do this in a chair, you can just come sit down to your chair and come into a wide leg forward fold. Hands can be in front of the face or walking away. And then find, once again, movement here, side to side or back and forth until you find, that one place where you just want to stay and breathe. Offer it some softness, offer it some full breath in, and then notice what happens when you allow the full release. Exhale out. One more breath here. Come back. If your hands are far away, walk up underneath the face. Or if you're seated, it'll be right here on top of blocks is an option. Let the left hand stay down. Right hand's going to twist up over to the side. Here's one option. One option could be hands on chest, or one option can be hand wraps around to the opposite hip. Remember, not one option is better. Just whatever option is the best one for yourself right here. Breathe here. And exhale, return that hand back down to the earth. Switch sides. Inhale, reach up. Find your gentle spinal twist over to the opposite side. As you press down, you're going to be able to maybe open up with the breath. Oh, rotating a little bit more. Breathe here. One more chance. Come on back down. There you go. From here, if you're in that wide leg stance, we're going to walk the hands over to the right. I'm marrying you, so to be this way. Over to the right. and then drop your knee coming into a lunge. You can also do this from your chair, just coming on over and coming into right knee bent, the left leg is long. And finding room for your lunge, hands can be on block, right knee is bent, and then find where you press down through the right foot, right ankle and right knee are in alignment. Breathe here. Oh, okay. Option to stay or option to come up and over to Skandasana. And I'm only going to do this once because it does not work for me. So what works for you is by rotating the torso to the center, bending that right knee and lifting up the toes of the opposite foot. So if that works for you, go ahead and explore that option, or you can stay here in the lunge like I am. All right, let's come on down wherever you are. We're going to walk toward the center. Heels are going to come in, toes are going to go out, and coming into a low squat. You can use blocks or books underneath the seat as the knees come out wide and the torso starts to lift. Inhale, elbows to the inside. And your heels can actually slightly rise on this if that helps you to come into some more awareness and some deeper into your sit. One more breath here. Oh, let's drop the hands, lift the hips up, come back to that wide leg, forward fold. Either move from side to side or back and forth. Find some stillness if that appeals to you right here. We'll settle in here for 3 breaths. Inhale and exhale. All right, so that was half of our moon salutation. We still got to do it on the other side. So let's walk over to the opposite side now. Coming on to the left side, you can drop the knee, or remember if you're in a chair, bending that left knee and straightening up your right leg, coming to the ball of that foot. Find your lunge, which option works for you. And then connect that with your breath. Inhale and exhale. Hands on blocks. Remember, you make this your pose. You can also rise up like this. One more option. Remember that Skandasana option, coming over. As you bend the left knee, the right leg extends long, or stay in your low lunge. When you're ready, walk the hands back through center. One more time, wide leg fold as you breathe in. Exhale, let the crown come back toward the earth. Stay here for 3 breaths. Shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. And then just let the head and let the neck and let everything come and go. Descending toward the earth. Breathe in. Exhale. All right. Bring the heels in. The toes are going to come out. Bend the knees as you sink the hips down. Inhale. And then start to rise up on the exhale. Sink it back down one more time. Breathe here. And exhale. One more time. Breathe in. Straighten the legs. Come on all the way up to the top. And then either toe heel the feet together and come back to a mountain pose. We'll stay here in mountain. Just to breathe in. Find yourself grounded. Lift it up. And find that full moon breath in through the nose. Let it all go out. All right, we'll go through that moon salutation one more time on each side. When you're ready, let's do it. As you breathe in, reaching up. Let the right hand wrap around the left wrist. Come on over to the side. Another breath here. Come on back to center. Walk it long, lengthen the body. Inhale, let's do the opposite side. Left hand, right wrist, come on over. And breathe in and release. Inhale, come on back up. Wide leg, star pose. Let the palms come up. Maybe there's a slight back bend at this time. Coming on back. Breathe in, let the hands come up. Exhale, let them sink down. One more time, breathe in up. Exhale, sink it on down. Breathe in up. This time we're coming all the way down, forward fold. You can go ahead and widen out the stance right here. Find where your forward fold, your wide leg forward fold wants to land. All right, let's do that rotating twist over. Left hand stays down, right hand reaches up, breathe in, twist over to the right. Reach up, look up. Exhale, come on back through center. Breathe in, right hand stays down, left hand reaches away. And then we come on back through center. On your next breath, let's come on over to the right. This time, you can lift the left knee strap down, or you can say lift it up onto the left leg, coming into a low lunge. Blocks available here. If you want more, remember this is about what you need. Pressing down through the front foot, inhale, rise up. There's also the seated option. We'll stay here for another full breath here and a full breath out. Stay in the lunge or coming on over to Skandasana. One more breath here. Rotating everything back towards center. Heels come in, toes come out. Sink it on down. There you go. Lifting up through the top. Breathe there. Find your breath. And one more breath here. Plant the hands, lift up, wide leg forward fold. This time, hands walk over to the left. Left side lunge. Option to let and every side's going to have its different needs. So maybe the left knee comes down or the right knee comes down. Right knee stays lifted. And then you know there's always the option to lift up. Breathe here. Soften your shoulders and breathe. There we go. One more breath here. Stay in the lunge or come over to your Skandasana. When you're ready, breathe in, coming on back center. Wide leg forward, fold, head and crown come toward the ground. Breathe. Heels come in, toes come out, sink it back down, heavy onto the seat. Breathe in, rise on up, and then sink it on down. One more time, rise on up. Maybe you have room to sink it on just a little bit further. We'll stay here. Find your breath. Full opening up with the breath, full receiving of everything, just like this full moon. Can you sink it down even further? Breathe here. We'll stay here for another 5. I'm shaking there, right there with you. 4, 3, woo! 2 and 1, breathe in, lift up the legs. Oh. Exhale, start to forward fold all the way down. Find some gentle movement side to side, whatever you need right here. At any time, you know you can come into any other pose that would find be restful. We're going to eventually make it all the way back down to the ground. So finding yourself making it all the way back down to the ground. I'm going to stay lifted so you can see my and hear me. But find yourself coming all the way down to your back. Grab water if you need to. You don't need my permission for that. Oh, then when you get to your back, asking yourself, what do you need? Find 1 minute of free movement. What do you need right now? Do you need a figure four? Do you need a gentle twist? Do you need a back bend? It doesn't even have to be a yoga pose. Listen to your breath and let that be your guide. And remember, there's no right or wrong answer right here. It's just, what do you need? And then when you're ready, finish with your movement, bring the soles of the feet together. Let the knees come out to the side. Coming into a reclining butterfly, Supta Baddha Konasana. You can have props underneath the knees. Sometimes that feels supportive underneath the lower back. And then either find your hands on top of the belly, on top of the heart, or maybe your arms are out wide to a T, taking up as much space, full, just like the brightness of this moon. And then you connect with your breath. I'll end each practice with a poem or a word. Today's practice, if you've seen my dog earlier, and in honor of the full moon, is a poem by Mary Oliver called The Sweetness of Dogs. What do you say, Percy? I'm thinking of sitting out on the sand to watch the moon rise. It's full tonight. So we go and the moon rises. So beautiful, it makes me shudder. Makes me think about time and space. Makes me take measure of myself, one iota pondering heaven. Thus we sit, myself, thinking how grateful I am for the moon's perfect beauty. And also, oh, how rich it is to love the world. Percy, meanwhile, leans against me and gazes up into my face as though I were just as wonderful as the perfect moon. You are just as wonderful and full and bright as the perfect moon. Start to make your way into your final shape of rest, your final shape of Shavasana, whether that be lying flat, maybe your knees are bent, maybe you're seated in a chair. And for the final shape of Shavasana, you'll be invited to just breathe. You've done everything you need to do just to be here and to be as perfect as the moon. Take a full breath here. Maybe you open a mouth and let it sigh as you release and let it go. Connecting again, once again, with just being here in this moment. then for the last minute of Shavasana, I just invite you to take in as many breaths, no rush, just to count how many breaths it takes you to breathe for just 1 minute. When you're ready, start to count. That was 1 minute. That was your mindful minute, your mindful moment. And I'll check back with you and check in with you from now and again to see how many breaths it takes to take a minute. It's a good indicator of how we show up and what's going on around us. And so with that, I offer you this practice in the spirit of Ubuntu. I am because we are. And knowing that what you do here for the benefit of yourself individually is also a shared practice with the collective of everyone. So thank you for your practice. And with that, I will turn it back over to Katie. Yay, Katie.
Well, thank you again so much for joining us for Midday Yoga. And a big thank you to Kirsten. What a lovely reset in the middle of our day. That was really great. And we invite you to explore additional exercise resources in the library collection, including yoga books and DVDs, which are available right now on Hoopla. We'll be back next Wednesday at noon, so we hope to see you then. And to find a library location near you, sign up for a library card, or learn about upcoming virtual programs for all ages, just go to www.saclibrary.org. So for Kirsten, myself, and the Sacramento Public Library, thank you so much and be well. Bye.